So that's it, the warm-up's over. That's the lineup. Fontana to go first, Maniachenko second, Kettunen for Finland in third, then Wojtala, and last to go, Julia Sebestyen. Looking for a good skate here. She'd be pleased to emulate the performance of her teammate Tamara Dorofiev, who skated superbly in the first group. So to start the group, lying in 10th place from Italy, Silvia Fontana, and her music for the free Time to Say Goodbye by Andrea Bocelli. She had a wonderful skate in the short program. Looking for more of the same here.
Coming up into the first element, the triple Lutz, and just leaning forward slightly, but not a bad effort. And doing that triple flip, not such good elevation, but she managed to hold on to it. To the triple toe loop, which was much better quality. And what a great choice of music. Trying another triple Lutz, but a very similar pattern, leaning forwards, and on the second not quite making the rotation. And only a double toe loop this time. But nailing that double axel. I think fatigue starting to set in. A lot of these triple jumps turning into doubles. And trying the triple salto again, and only making a double.
Well, a majestic performance. She puts her hands in the air, shakes her head. just couldn't find the triple jumps in the second half of the program. But she's got plenty of attack. Always gives it everything she's got. And this afternoon, it just wasn't quite there. But I love to watch her skate.
I think she's a beautiful skater, and I thought the choice of music was very good, but it maybe could have done with a change somewhere in there. 4 minutes of A Time to Say Goodbye by Andrea Bocelli was a little bit long. I felt that there could have maybe been a little bit more light and shade. And she worked hard through the performance. Again, not giving up. But it just didn't happen for her. And there's the triple Lutz. The first one.
This was the best jump of the program, wasn't it? The triple toe.
Yeah, certainly the quality was much better.
And interesting to see there on the slow motion. She's got her feet in a much better position on the toe loop than on the flip and the Lutz, where that right leg in her case, isn't it? Because she jumps the other way around. Tends to be a little bit too high.
There's the Lutz again, much higher.
See, look at that.
And the body's still rotating, and the hips have dropped back. Not standing straight over the blade at all.
But again, although she was having problems and the jump's not working, struggling to find the 3 rotations in places, she kept the presentation going, the smile, the rapport with the audience, so she's building on that second mark all the time.
That's right, and that's what we said earlier about just working right through the 4 minutes, right to the bitter end, because those judges are totting up the marks all the time. And also people forget about spins and things like that. You know, every little thing that you do in that program counts.
Well, Silvia, the long-time girlfriend of the US pair skater John Zimmerman, who has just won the US national title last week in the pairs event with Kyoko Ina. So where will the judges have her? Remember, it's the Italian, Vanessa Junki, who leads. Stadelmuller in second place for Germany. She sat alongside us, being interviewed by our German commentary team. So these marks good enough to put Silvia Fontana into second place. The German judge at the end there thought it was good enough to go into the lead. But it's second place, 5th on the free program, second place overall for Silvia Fontana. So next to go, lying in 8th place representing the Ukraine, it's Galina Maniachenko, 15th last year, so a big improvement for her this season. Well, I'm pleased to say that we've been joined by Zoe Jones, and very well done, Zoe. Good skate. Perhaps you'd like to give us your thoughts on this program.
I've not actually seen this program yet.
Well, as we're going.
Yeah. Nice triple loop there.
Skates with a lot of speed, doesn't she?
She does, yeah. Shame there on, yeah. fallen off the triple toe there. She's been so consistent in practice.
Just strikes me that it's got awfully warm in the stadium here. Was it hot out there?
It has, yeah. When I got to the halfway point in my program, my throat was so dry, and you have to keep pushing through it, but it's very hot in here for the crowd, and the lights as well. It's not been this hot in here all week, I don't think.
It's got much warmer outside, and the temperature in the stadium has increased dramatically, and I think we've seen that all afternoon with the skaters falling apart towards the end of the programs.
That's better, getting the triple flip on the second time with a double toe on the end. The blacks were linking across into a double toe.
Well, a beautiful program, that's for sure. The music was well balanced. Heya Heya by Oliver Shanti. Good musical interpretation and tremendous ice coverage from Galina Maniachenko. Well, while we go into the slow motions here, we'll have a chat with Zoe. How did you feel about your skate then?
It was slightly better than my qualifying round. I was pleased. The start was quite strong. Just, as you said at the end, with the heat and everything in here, it's hard. When you get to the end of the program, I just felt, I don't know, it was hard at the end of the program. You really had to work.
Well, you haven't been well, have you? The preparation wasn't ideal for this, so that must have played a part as well.
Yeah, we left to come here on the Friday, and I was only able to start training from the Monday, so a couple of days before, I still wasn't sure if I was going to be coming here. So just to make it through to this free skating, the last section of the event, I'm really pleased with that in itself.
Well, you've done a great job. I think you've probably dropped one place, haven't you, on the free, which is, that's not too bad in the company that you've been in.
Yeah.
So, have you learned anything through the experience of being here?
I've learned a lot here, yeah. A lot of things to go back and work on, just being with the stronger skaters here. You see in them when they're training that they're not perfect like you think when you watch them on the telly, the top lot. They will make mistakes too. That's good to see. But I think sometimes we're a bit too hard on ourselves when we make mistakes. Just got to try and put it behind you and get on with things.
That's right, you got to be positive, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you think when you come back here next year that you're going to feel very differently going into an event like this?
Yeah, I do. Like Chris said, the training wasn't ideal, but I think a different way of training as well. Like on the short program yesterday, I had about half an hour or so wait before, and that was quite hard as well. I think coming to the internationals for the experience, we have to get out there more. Back home we don't have the crowds and the big competitions, and it's totally different when you get out in front of this kind of audience. You just feel a lot different on the ice.
You have to say this is probably one of the best patronised European championships that I've been to for a long, long time. Great atmosphere in here, isn't there?
Yeah, it is. The crowd's been really good.
Well, we're looking at the marks for Galina here. Two judges have her in first place, but I can tell you She's third on the free skating, but that 7th placing in the short program puts her into the lead ahead of Vanessa Giunchi of Italy. So it's Italy second and third, with Silvia Fontana in third place.
Elina Kettunen, Finland.
So next to go, lying in 9th place from Finland, 19 years of age, the new Finnish champion. This is Elina Kettunen. And her music by Yanni, Reflections of Passion.
Good start there, triple Lutz combination.
A long, long wait going into the Lutz.
Yeah.
What will have been going through her head?
Probably will I, won't I, will I, won't I, maybe.
Probably should have said what should be going through her head.
Just falling off the triple loop.
What were the ice conditions like out there this afternoon?
The ice is good. The ice has been really good all week. It's nice and springy ice. You get lots of height off it. Good triple flip there.
Elina really using it well. She seems to be getting plenty of elevation.
Yeah. Triple toe. And another triple look.
And another long wait going into it.
Just a double salto there.
And she's just past that halfway point, and you can see that the fatigue is starting to set in now.
Oh, good girl. She worked hard. A lot of triple jumps in that first section of the program. Perhaps feeling the pace, feeling the heat here in the last minute, but fighting to get that double axel out at the end. Elina Kettunen from Finland. Remember, she's lying in 9th place. She'd love to stay in a top 10 position here. It's going to be tough. but a good effort. So Zoe, we were talking earlier about the wait backstage in the dressing room between the warm-up and the actual performance itself. What's it like back there?
Again, it's really hot back there as well.
Can you sense the atmosphere out in the rink?
You can in the corridors. When you come out into the corridors, you can hear the crowd, but the changing room's just that little bit further back, so you're not listening to the crowd when you're in there. You're a bit away from everything in the actual changing room.
Is there a lot of tension there?
Well, yeah, there is. When the skaters come back off the warm-up into the changing room, yeah, you can feel the tension. A bit of psyching out there.
I bet there is, yeah. Do you have a specific routine that you go through after you've come off the warm-up before actually doing the performance itself?
Yeah, when I've got a long wait, I tend to just sit down and relax a bit, and then a couple of skates before start to G myself back up and jump about a bit. But I think when I go back home, I'm going to try getting off the ice and taking my skates off for half an hour and putting them back on and see if that helps a bit. I haven't done that yet, so I didn't want to do it yesterday for the first time.
It's very difficult, isn't it, to emulate championship conditions, because you just can't get 10,000 people into your rink, can you, and this sort of heat and all the rest of it. And the ice conditions are different because of the number of people in the building.
That's right, yeah.
The ice becomes a bit cheesy on top, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And feels different.
But I think now you've actually competed in a championship like this, you can go home and you can adapt yourself to how you think will benefit you for the next time.
Well, just looking at these marks, good enough to put Elina into the lead ahead of Galina Maniachenko. She leads the free. And it's Kettunen for Finland leading, Maniachenko second, and Junki for Italy now in third place.
Z dôvodu zranenia Julia Soldatová z Bieloruska nebude môcť nastúpiť na štart. Prajeme jej skoré uzdravenie.
Well, it should have been the silver medalist of 1999 skating next, Julia Soldatova. She's had to withdraw, so next to skate it'll be the Polish national champion. She comes into the free lying in 12th place, two-times winner of Polish nationals, competing here for the third time. She was 26 last year, so she's made a giant leap this year. Sabina Wojtala skating to Paganini's Rhapsody on a theme.
Just a single up there. And a double flip.
Had a great start to this long program for Sabina.
Well, she was third in a qualification group, skated the long program very well then, but 15th in the short program.
And the single ups again. She's another girl that's been so consistent in the practice. She didn't have a very good short program yesterday. I'm wondering if that just knocked her confidence a bit.
His confidence so important, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Do you feel you've grown in confidence as a result of being here?
Yeah. I mean, before I come, I didn't know whether I was going to come, as I said before, and I thought just being here with the other skaters would give me that extra little boost, and it did. And as the week's gone on, I've improved a lot as the week's gone on, in confidence and with the jumps.
Yeah, you certainly look much, much sharper out there this afternoon at the beginning of the program than you did in the qualification.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a lot more confident, I think, today.
Well, you knew exactly what to expect this time when you went out.
Yeah, that's right.
In the qualifying round, you're cold. It's the first time you've done it. And it's quite a daunting experience. I know, I've been there.
That's better, triple loop. Falling on the triple toe.
Well, just one of those days for Sabina, I'm afraid. Complete contrast to the performance that she gave in the qualification round. She's a good skater. When she's on form, she makes those triple jumps look very, very easy, but they deserted her today. Well, Zoe, what's your thoughts on the qualification? Because I know up here there's a lot of people saying that maybe there should be a different program for the qualification round. I mean, it's a tough thing to ask people to try and perform the free program twice in 1 week under pressure.
Yeah, especially for the girls. I mean, we're here an awful long time before we actually start competing. A whole week. Everyone's finished and we've not even started. So to keep going for all that time, it is hard.
Do you think it would be better to do a shorter program for the qualifying with certain elements, almost like a short program, rather than completing the long twice while you're here?
I'm not too sure. I think
We're putting you on the spot here, aren't we?
yeah. To do the long program twice, it is hard. But to have, I'm not sure. I think maybe something kind of like a short program would be more stressful. I think in the long, there's a lot of elements there, and to get out mostly what you can do should put you in kind of the group where you should be.
So maybe just a shorter long program,
yeah,
where you free of choice, you can do what you want, but just
that would be
a shorter time.
Yeah,
I think it is a lot to ask of anybody to do 2 4-minute programs within the week with all the tension, you know, all the nerves. It's hard work.
it is. It takes a lot out of you.
Absolutely, it's tough to do it once, let alone twice.
You'll be going on holiday after this, are you?
Well, thanks ever so much for coming up and having a chat with us, Zoe. We wish you all the very best in whatever you do. Very well done for the performance, or performances this week. You've done yourself proud. Good to see you recovering from the cold.
Yeah.
Do you know if you're going to the World Championships yet?
I don't know yet. I'm hoping.
Well, we hope so too, because you've done well, and obviously you've learnt a lot here, and it'd be great to take all that knowledge and experience now forwards to Vancouver and compete in the World Championships.
Yeah.
All the very best, and thanks for coming up.
Best of luck, Zoe.
Thanks. Bye.
So Zoe on her way. We wait for the marks for Sabina. And they're not going to be good, that's for sure, because the technical content in the program just wasn't there, and the program wasn't very well constructed as far as the artistic is concerned, so these will be tough to take. 4-0 up to 4-3. The place mark's the important thing, remember. Sabina lying in 12th place after the short and likely to be dropping 8th. And there are still 7 skaters to go. So Sabina dropping, still better than last year. Remember, 26 last year, but she was looking for better. So the final skater in this group, the silver medalist in the Hungarian National Championships. She's already seen her teammate Tamara Doropiev skate extremely well. Looking for more of the same here. This is Julia Sebestyen skating to the glass mounting soundtrack by Nino Rota.
Easy for you to take, Chris.
Wish it was.
Coming up into the first element, and a double axel, beautiful, probably one of the best double axels we've seen this evening. Oh, and what quality on that triple Lutz double toe loop. She missed the triple Lutz double toe in the short program, but managed to get over her nerves and complete it here in the free program. Oh, just look at that triple flip, not a problem, and straight into a triple toe loop. The quality of these jumps is absolutely incredible. Julia came 6th in European Championships last year and the year before, so looking to improve on that. And at the moment, skating absolutely superbly. And another triple Lutz. Beautiful. Triple salto, and she is skating brilliantly. Into another triple toe. What a great combination spin to end the program. Wonderful positions.
Just fantastic. Well, the Hungarians are on form here today, completely different to yesterday in the short program. Well, Julia, she finished 4th in a qualification group, skated a good short program, nothing like that, mind, but had an awful time in the short. She finished 11th in the short, which has got her in that 11th spot at this stage, but she could well find herself well inside the top 10 after that performance.
I was just saying, Chris, she finished 6th last year at the European Championships, and I think coming up from 11th, it might be difficult to better that, but maybe she can equal it. She certainly skated brilliantly. The quality of those jumps is unbelievable.
Yeah, she's been 6th for the last 2 years. So much height, isn't there?
It's amazing. But they're beautiful in the air too. You know, the feet are perfect. Everything's just lovely. And she liked that one.
Well, that performance will put the cat amongst the pigeons, that's for sure. She was 17th when she first came onto the scene 3 years ago. So she's building on that experience, and it's so important to keep coming out to the big competitions and get yourself known, soak up the experience.
The marks for Julia Sebestyen, please.
Hungarian ladies figure skating really is a force to be reckoned with.
Marks for technical merit.
Julia finished 2nd in Hungarian nationals behind Tamara and Diana Poth.
5-5.
One of my favourites. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know that anyway. She finished down in 3rd place and didn't get a place on the team. So great marks, and those by far and away the best that we've had so far this afternoon. Presentation marks great as well. Every single judge has her at the top of the pile as we go in to the final group. So she's going to finish at least in 7th place.
5-3. Thank you.
Very well done.
Such a
Julia
shame
Sebestyen.
she missed that combination in the short program. Otherwise, she could have really been in for a medal. She could have, if she'd been a little bit higher, with a performance like that.
I would like to ask
But of course,